I'm delighted to welcome Jaap Blanc to perform at the prestigious Inside Out lecture series here at Leeds Beckett University. Jaap Blanc is a world-renowned avant-garde composer and performance artist. You can get an idea of just how prolific Jaap is on the international stage by following him on Facebook, where he recently announced he had just returned from his 32nd US tour. I believe his work challenges how we think about language and performance. Jaap does have some limited copies of his CDs and vinyls with him available for sale, so please do see him at the end of the performance if you'd like to purchase some of his work. I do need to provide a small health and safety notice. The audience are politely reminded that the ears have no lids. Please join me in extending a very warm Yorkshire welcome to Jaap Blanc.
Thank you very much for coming out. I would like to present, especially since this year is the Dada Centennial. That's 100 years since the Dada movement started at the Cabaret Voltaire in Zurich, Switzerland. A program concentrating on that and including some precursors, some Dada-inspired work and some Dada-inspired work of my own. I start with a short nonsense poem by the German poet Paul Scherbart from 1897, a monologue des verrückten Mastodons, or which you could translate monologue of the mad mammoth. And it's appeared in a volume of German poems in German, where he put in a few poems in nonsense language. So, Sepke, Mickey Mapsi, Musi Props, Okosoni, Mami Mune, Luronti Maseka Inti, Indinaki. Baki Salone, Happer Rapper. Locko, Stockable, Walkable, Quackable, Mushy Brom, Mami Muna, Lazy Beza Bimbera, Rocks. Quilly wow, Lazy Beza Bimbera, Suru. Thank you. Now I give speech to a much different animal and much quieter. This is a rather famous poem by Christian Morgenstern, also from around 1900, entitled The Night Song of the Fish. Is it visible from everywhere, or I'm not quite? Should I move back? We can see you. No, that's all. So this is called Fisches Nachtgesang, or Night Song of the Fish. The next poem I'll move over here. This is by the Russian futurist Vladimir Khlebnikov from 1913, and entitled Kolokol Uma, or the bells of the spirit, the ringing of the bells of the mind. and those whom I don't know. Bom, bim, bam. Prom, prium, nium, veum, rom, zam, veum, bom, bom, bom. Help me, bell ringer. I'm tired. Start ringing the bells of the mind. Bell and rope are here. Is Nahum, Nahum, Dahum, Bum, Drum, Kahum, Zohum, Bohum, Glum, Rum, Nom, Bum, 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 Bum. That's the great tolling of the bells of the mind. Divine sounds descending from above to provoke mankind. Glorious is the bell tolling of the spirit. Glorious these pure sounds.
Orecchie, occhi, narici, aperti, attenti. Forza, che gioia vedere, udire, fiutare tutto, ta delle mitragliatrici strialare per di fiato sotto borsi schiaffi, trac, frustate, pic-pac-tum-tum, bizzarri salti altezza 200 metri della fucileria, giù, in fondo, all'orquesta, stanni de guasare buoi, bufuli, pungoli, carri, pluf, plaf, impenarsi di cavalli, flic-flac, ciac, e larini triti, scalpicci tiniti, 3 battaglioni bulgari in marcia, crac, lento 2 tempi, Siumi Marizza o Carvavara, crac, grida degli ufficiali che ti dichiaro come pietra di Dio, panni qua, panni là, cintum, ciac, presto, ciac, giù, là, interno, in alto, ad un giorno sulla testa, ciac, bello, vampe.
That was a fragment by the Italian futurist Tommaso Marinetti from First World War scene, il bombardamento di Adrianopoli from a battle in what now is Bulgaria. Then we come to Hugo Ball, one of the founders of the Dada movement when it started in February 1916 at the Cabaret Voltaire. And he actually was also enthusiastic about, well, running up to the First World War, there was a lot of propaganda being made, like a frische, fröhliche Krieg, a fresh and joyful war we're going into. But Ball changed his mind when in 1915 he went to Flanders and saw the trenches and the horror there, and he said we must protest against the war, and also structurally by not using the modern European languages, be it English, French or German anymore for writing poetry. We cannot use these languages anymore because they are polluted, they have been made dirty by all the war propaganda that has been made in them. So we need to create a new language, invent new languages to still be able to write pure poetry. So he wrote his famous 6 sound poems in 1916 and presented them there. And one of these I'm going to do now, which is called Totenklage, or Dirge, Lament for the Dead. another one by Hugo Ball. Actually, the very first sound poem I ever stumbled upon in the 1970s and which made me fall in love with sound poetry is entitled Zeepfeertjen und Flugvische, or Seahorses and Flying Fish. Tresli bessi lebegan laila, pushka the balabas takit up, the bessi bessi, pushka the balabas fashkiti beam, citikitilla bibibi, sakaman fishki bish, bumbula bam, citikitili bitakit up, Tresli bessi lebegan grugu, blaula la viola bimini bish, viola bimini, pushka the balabas tikit up, Tresli bessi lebegan laila, pushka the balabas takit up, the bessi, pushka the balabas fashkiti beam, citikitilla bibibi, sakaman fishki bish, bumbula bam, citikitili bitakit up, Bessie never can grugu, bla bla bla, viola bimini bish, viola bimini, push, carabalbas, tick it up, tick something, push, carabalbas, push, carabalbas, tick tack, push, never can lie, never can lie. Never can walk, Sleep Bessie, never can Lila, push cut about Zaki it up, the Bessie, push cut about Fashki beam, sitting a tillabit, Bill, secret Sakaman Fishki the beach, boom, bam, sitting a tillabit, Zaki it up, the Bessie never can grugu, blah blah, viola bimini bish, viola bimini, push cut about Sticky, sup. Prime Minister finds such utterances utterly inappropriate. The 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 Prime Minister finds utterly inappropriate. The Prime Minister finds utterly inappropriate. The Prime Minister finds Thank you very much. That was one of my earliest pieces in experimental poetry. I wrote back in 1985 in Dutch originally, De minister betreurt dergelijke uitlatingen. And that brings me to a few poems by a Dutch artist, which you probably might know better as a visual artist, Theo van Doesburg, founder of the movement and magazine De Stijl. And he also wrote some experimental poetry. I'll do a few from 1921 called Letterklankbeelden, or letter sound images. He published them under a pseudonym I.K. Bonset, which is almost the Dutch phrase ik ben zot or I am crazy. So I'll do number 1, 2, and 3 of the letter sound images. 1. 2. 3. with that little poem, we've come to Kurt Schwitters, entitled Wut des Niesens, or The Fury of Sneezing. I'll do more poems of Kurt Schwitters. He wrote some poems consisting only of numbers, because besides they are relatively easy to translate into other languages, they are very witty at times as well. I'll do one that's entitled 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. 7, 7, 7, 7, 7, 8, 1. 9, 1. 10, 1. 11, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Another one by Schwitters, Obervogelsang, or Upper Bird Song. A few words about Schwitters' most famous sound poem, probably also the masterwork of early sound poetry, his so-called Ursonate, sonata in Urlauten, or sonata in primeval sounds, which he wrote from 1922 to 32, a work of about 30 pages in invented language, which has the structure of a classical sonata. Well, after I got attracted to sound poetry, I was looking for more material, and I found this piece. I didn't have any intention at that time to become a performer of sound poetry or vocal performer at all. You know, when you do these tests for what profession would be good for you, sound poet is usually not offered as one of the options. So I had no idea. But I just for fun, I had this piece on photocopies on a shelf in my room, and every once in a while I would take it out and practice certain sections of it, until I, after about 3 years, noticed that I almost knew it, had it memorized, knew it by heart. So then a friend asked me to present it at his birthday party, which I did, and people liked it, and I was asked to do it in a neighborhood bar, and so this was like and I got more little performances of it. This was actually the early 1980s, so some of these performances were like in punk rock places where people came to listen to their favorite music or have a beer and chat with their friends, and not to listen to this kind of nonsense. So it happened that they, instead of drinking the beer, they threw it at me. But I always continued, finished reciting the piece. I had this holy fire. I think I'm defending a masterpiece, and you won't make me stop. So the culminating point actually was the opening for at a big concert hall for the Stranglers, also in the 1980s, and where the people already, when I was announced, starting to shout "Rot up," like fuck off. And there were 6 stage guards trying to keep people from climbing the stage and hitting me, and so it was like a football match, but very much an away game. So, but I managed to win over a few hundred people who were cheering at the end for me, and I was very happy to read in a national newspaper the next day the headline: Jaap Blonk shocks punk audience with dada poetry, which I'm still proudly keeping in my archive. So. About the structure of the piece, it has 4 movements. I will perform the entire piece now. The first movement built on 4 main themes that you will hear recur several times in the movement. The second and third are the largo and the scherzo. Both of them have so-called A-B-A structures, where the first part comes back and there's a different part in the middle. And the last part is a presto with a rondo form, where there is a cadenza towards the end, where the performer is can improvise or structure his own cadenza with material of the sonata, where Schüters also wrote a cadenza like composers of classical music started to do from the late 18th century. But he also wrote, I only did this for those performers who have no imagination at all, so you're strongly advised to make your own cadenza. And at the very end you find the German alphabet recited backwards 4 times, and trying to get to the A at the ending, but not quite making it. So now I'll perform the Schüters Ursula. Fims wat het zei o, begif, wie o, dilrbebe, fimsba, rbebe fimsba, bebe fimsba wat hij, fimsba wat het zei, fimsba wat het zei o, fimsba wat het zei o, begif, wie. Dat is een i1 biftilf til jeka. Rinske de baby inskermu, die want die rinskermu, raket de baby, rumftilf to. Zie, want die inskermu, die want die rinskermu, raket de baby, raket de BC. Fums, wat het zei o, CTWB fums. Raket de rinske, 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 de baby. Baba fums, baba fums, baba dat fums, baba dat fums, baba dat o, fums, baba dat je pa, fums, baba dat je baga, fums, baba dat je bagi, fums, bagif. Rakatarinta, 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 beba. Baba, fims, baba, fims, baba, fims, baba, baba, rabba, fims, baba, baba, tabba, fims, tabba, baba, tabba, fims, tabba, baba, tabba, fims, tabba, baba, tabba, fims, tabba, baba, tabba, fims, bagif. Rakatarinta, 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 be. Dit is een I1 biftilf to. Dit is een dit is een I pa, een puf, een pif, een pifta, een piftil, een piftilf, een piftilf to. Dit is een I1 biftilf to. Dit is een I1 biftilf to til. Dit is een I1 biftilf to til jeka. Fims, wat dat zei, begif. Dat is een I1 biftilf to til rinske de baby inskermu, die want die rinskermu raket de baby. Sikke de baby, rinske de baby, raket de baby. Sikke de baby ense, rinske de baby ense, raket de baby ense. Sikke de baby inskrrr, rinske de baby inskrrr, raket de baby inskrrr. Sikke de baby inskermu, rinske de baby inskermu, raket de baby inskermu. Sikke de baby inskermu, die want die rinskermu, rinske de baby inskermu, die want die rinskermu, raket de baby inskermu, die want die rinskermu, raket de baby. Rumptilfton, die want die rinskermu, die want die rinskermu, raket de baby, raket de baby. Zie! Fims, wat dat zei, begif. Dat is een I1 biftilf to til jeka. Rinske de baby inskermu, die want die rinskermu, raket de baby. Rumptilf to. Rum. 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 Rumtil. Rum. Rumtil. Rum. Rumtil to.
til to tiu. Rum til to tiu ensa. Rum til to tiu ensa tiu. Rum til to tiu ensa tiu ensa karmu. Rum til to tiu ensa tiu ensa karmu tiu ensa tiu ritz karmu. Rum til to tiu ensa tiu ensa karmu tiu ensa tiu ritz karmu. Rakete baby. Rum til to, tiu ensa tiu ensa karmu tiu ensa tiu ritz karmu. Rakete baby, se. Fem små der tager bagi. Det er sådan i en til to til jøka. Rinske det baby ønsker møde de over til de rinske møde rakke til baby. Rum til to. Til to. Rum til to til you. Rum til to til you and to you. Rum til to til you and to you and skarmu. Rum til to til you and to you and skarmu the answer the rin skarmu. To, je went to the ones can move the ones that the ones can move racket to baby. To, je went to the ones can move the ones that the ones can move racket to baby, say. Rakatarin, 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 baby. Baba films, 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 Bovardacie ufem, bovardacie ufem, bovardacie ufem, bovardacie pafem, bovardacie pafem, bovardacie pafem, bovardacie pafem, bovardacie bagafem, bovardacie bagafem, bovardacie bagafem, bovardacie bagafem, bovardacie bagifem, bagif, bovardacie bagifem, bovardacie bagif, bovardacie bagifem, bovardacie bagifem, bovardacie bagifem, bagif. Fem små der tager bagi. Det er sådan i en til to til jøka. Rinske til baby, ønsker møde, de til de rinske møde, rakke til baby. Rumf til to. Sion til de ønsker møde, de til de rinske møde, rakke til baby, rakke til baby. Fem små der tager o til TVB, 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 fems. Fems ba! Fems ba! Fems ba ta! Fems ba! Fems ba! Fems ba der tager o ratatatatatatatata. Rinske til baby ønsker møde. Fems ba! Fems ba! Fems ba ta! Ah! Lanketergel, oka, lanketergel, pi, tuka, lanketergel, rumprun, lanketergel, jiulentrul, limtumtrul, lanketergel, rumftilf to, lanketergel, jiulentrul, limtumtrul, lanketergel, oka, lanketergel, pi, tuka, lanketergel, rumprun, lanketergel, oka, lanketergel, pi, tuka, lanketergel, rumprund, lanketergel, jiulentrul, limtumtrul, lanketergel, rumftilf to, lanketergel, jiulentrul, limtumtrul, lanketergel, oka, lanketergel, pi, tuka, lanketergel, rumprund, lanketergel. Grim glim glim bim 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 grim glim glim bum bim bam bim bum bim bam bim bum bim bam bim bum bim bam bim grim glim glim bim grim glim glim bim grim glim glim bim grim glim glim bim bum bim bam bim bum bim bam bim bum bim bam bim bum bim bam bim bam tila lola tila lola tila lola grim glim glim bim 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 bum bim bam bim bum bim bam bim bum bim bam bim bum bim bam bim ta tui Jiulentril, rumftilf to. Ritsikete baby. Rinsikete baby inskermu. Jiulense dior inskermu. Rakkete baby. Grimme gra, gra. gra, gra, gra. Lumpstimftrill, lumpstimftrill. Ziel en trill, rumstilfto. Ik, rum, 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 rum. Grim 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 bum bam 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 bum bam bam bum bam bam bum bam grim 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 bum bam bam bum bam bam bum bam 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 Tila lola, lula lola, tila, lula lola, lula tila lola, lula lola, tila, lula lola, lula, grim glim glim grim grim glim grim 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 glim grim 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 bum bam bam bum bam bam bum bam 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 rum dat ik wie rum dat ik wie rum wie Lanke tergel, go, go, go. Is it a home? I know. Yeah. I know. Yep. Z, YX, WVU, TSRQ, PONM, LKI, HG, VDC, B. ZYX, WVU, TSRQ, PONM, LKI, HG, VDC, B. ZYX, WVU, TSRQ, PONM, LKIH, GFE, D, C, B. ZYX, WVU, TSRQ, PONM, LKIH, GFE, B.
Just to close the Schwitters chapter, I'd like to read two poems he wrote near the end of his life. And as you may know, he fled the Nazis in 1937 to Norway and then managed to just escape the Germans when they were occupying Norway in 1940 to England. And he was interned first at the Isle of Man, being a German, and then at several other places. And then he spent the last few years his life at Ambleside in the Lake District, and so he learned English, and he even started to write poems in English. I'll read two of those from 1946. She is my fairy queen. She is my fairy queen. Her shoe is my fairy shoe. When I walk on her feet, it's heaven for me. I wish for my fairy heaven with her. Round and open, open through the water. Open in the air, open and round, round and open, round on one corner. Who understands you? And during the night, when darkness is open in the air, all things are round on all corners. One day, you finish to be a boy, but you play still with your old toy. You like all the old angels as you did before, and think they are girls, beautiful girls. You think they are like you when you were young, but you are old and die and get cold. Thank you. I'll jump briefly to 1970, and we'll read a poem by a Fluxus artist, Dick Higgins, entitled Glass Lass. He took the word glass twice to make the new word glass, lined it up 100 times below each other to make a nice, long, slim poem. And then with a random procedure, he took away most of the letters to make from the word glass, the word lass, the word ass, the word sh, the word sh, and the word. And it's also a love poem for Karen Barton Vermont, July 17, 1970. Glass Lass. Ass, ass, sh, ass, ass, sh, 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 glass, ass, ice glass, sh, slash, sh, glass, lass, ass, glass, ass, ass, sh, glass, sass, slash, slash, glass, ass, ass, slash, ass, slash, sass, ass, ice, ass, slash, ass, glass, sh, sh, slash, glass, ass, glass, 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 ass, sass, lass, ass, glass, 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 slash, glass, sass, slash, glass, slash, lass, slash, sass, glass, glass, lass, glass, ass, lass, glass, ass, ass, sass, glass, lass, ass, lass, ass, slash, glass, lass, ass, lass, ass, sass, lass, glass, slash, sass, lass, glass, lass, glass, 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 ass, lass, lass. Thank you. And to finish this performance, I'd like to pay homage to Antonin Artaud, the French visionary theater pioneer and surrealist poet. There's a lot of fragments of phonetic poetry sounding French, but without meaning, scattered throughout his work. When most of it was actually written during the 10 years that he was put away into mental health clinics in France, where he wrote Stuff of Genius that was only published after his death in so far 27 volumes at Gallimard in Paris. And they say he used to recite these phonetic poems for hours on end in his cell in the institutions. Persecutrame du pas, parce que bio dans je mangan je combutre une conclusion, je dans un peu de crime d'art exipé. Persecutrame du pas, parce que bio dans je mangan je combutre une conclusion, je dans un peu de crime d'art exipé. Persecutrame du pas, parce que bio dans je mangan je combutre une conclusion, je dans un peu de crime d'art exipé. Ragusi pa ertan tarabir la rabita Scoffer, gentilmeter, Boom, boom, akum knialu, boom, boom, akum xikalu, boom, boom, akum knialu, boom, boom, akum knialu, boom, azai, boom. Azai, boom, azai, boom, azai, boom, azai, boom, azai, Paris, fala, agnagna, rabidia, cormand, rabufa, cormagna, agnagna, rabidia, cormanda, sabidia,
Persecutar-me, die papa zegt dan pieuw, dan zo zal man gaan zeggen, beter de conclusion, als even dat ze puur te crime daar is pe. Kabutipe, je nous garage, Kabutipe, je me tente de partir daar, wat ziet merde. Va c'est trempant, et va yo, car c'est tout, et va là, c'est beau, et va yo, des yeux, c'est ouais, I give him to travel. I give him the champagne of een kan met hem. College, my now. That's him. Vio propo, oh, vio proto, oh, vio proto, with your smile so sweet and your cheeks are soft, there is nothing for me but to love you just the way you Persecutant, de papa zegt op heel dan, zo zou mijn kantje computer de conclusion, dat de beurt de crime daar UCP. C'est donc un genre, capotipé. So I notice nobody is asking for an encore. You're going to get one anyway. Not only that, you're not only going to get it, you're going to do it. This is a very famous poem by the French filmmaker and photographer Man Ray, also a Dadaist. Well, he's not French, he was American, but he moved to Paris and spent there most of his life. When I first saw this poem, I thought this was a pretty brutal act of censorship, crossing out a whole poem with a thick marker, and I thought of a pretty aggressive sound to render it into sound. I'm doing like I actually made a recording of it with the sound proportional to the length of the strokes, and that's how we are going to perform it. So I would like to invite you to
come up each with a sound you consider ugly and aggressive. It doesn't have to be because it's a bit hard on the voice. It can be anything you want. But so we're going to do this together. Now we'll conduct it in a very simple way with my hands like this. When so, understood? So here we go, beginning with the title. Finds such utterances utterly inappropriate, even in Yorkshire. The Prime Minister finds such utterances utterly inappropriate. The Prime Minister finds such utterances utterly inappropriate. A Prime Minister finds such utterances utterly inappropriate. Prime Minister finds such utterances utterly inappropriate. I find such utterances utterly inappropriate. Such utterances utterly inappropriate. Utterances utterly inappropriate. Utterly inappropriate. Inappropriate. Oh yeah. Thank you very much. As Simon already told us, I have brought some recording CDs and vinyl, but also cassettes, the new trend. They're only £5, and all the prices are very sympathetic, so please feel free to come and browse them, and I'll try to get you some sound advice on which definitely not to purchase.